Hey guys, welcome to another video. So music, okay. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, so as you can see, I got my new iPhone, not the iPhone, my new 5G router right here. And also I got the Israeli flag right there, so you can see. So in this video, so I haven't made a video in a long time. Last video was in like, I think I have to go a little bit backwards like this. So last video I made was like over a week ago. I'm trying to make videos every week, but I'm a bit late with this one. I don't know if you see it, but it's like 8 days ago, as you can see. And I don't really see what I'm filming, so I'm using like my camera to check what I'm filming at. But so in this video, I'm gonna show you the AGI timeline, the roadmap for level 5. Hopefully level 5 is gonna be here soon. So right here, I got my iPad Air 2022, and this is on M1 chip. Let me just turn it on. So here we have it. This is the AGI timeline roadmap. So this is made with Gemini. Wait, what's going on? Show thinking. Okay, so you can look at here. This is 3.5 flash. This is the 3.5 flash. And they have a 3.1 Pro, but I use 3.5 flash for this. So we got the real world. So we're gonna look at this one first. Real world. Here it is. Real world 5 levels of AGI timeline. It's the real world. It's the realistic one. So we start with 2022. So as you can see, this is 2022. You can zoom in, but you can see here 2022 AGI level 1. Maybe I should use a pen so you can see what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this 2022 AGI level 1 chatbot early stage. So they have early stage. You're gonna see in this timeline there will be an early stage and then a stable stage. For every level, it's an early stage, and then the next year is the stable stage. 2022, this was the early stage of AGI level 1 chatbot. So this is the income, what you can do with it. This is if you try and use it 100% automated. This is 50% automated, and then this is 1% automated. This is the hard, medium, and easy. The easy one is where it does everything for you. It's supposed to do everything for you. So it search. So this is what it does. Search engines instantly flag mass generated unedited text. You want rank on Google, and ad network won't monetize you. So you will make absolutely nothing because this is the reality check, right? The chatbot, reality check for a chatbot. If you try and use it 100% automated, you're gonna make nothing because you're gonna get flagged. You're gonna get $0 a month. This is the where you make nothing from that. 50% automated. That means you do half, it does half. You spend hours prompting and editing to get past AI filters, competing with millions of others on Fiverr. So you make $150 a month, a few small gigs a month. So it's like very low salary. You can't survive on that, so no point even trying. And then we have this one. You write real articles, hunt for local clients, and use the bot as a basic spell checker. So you just use the chatbot as making sure you spell it correct. So you make $1,200 a month, but you do all the work. You just check for spelling mistakes. So it just help you 1%. You do all the work. You write real articles. You have to do all the work. So this is like a normal salary kind of. This is after tax. And then here we have 2023, when this is the stable stage, where it's more stable. It has existed for 1 year since the early stage. So now we can actually make $5 for you. Mass uploading unedited faceless videos or print on demand designs result in 0 views due to algorithmic suppression. So this is only by mistake, maybe one accidental sale. So this is if it's a mistake. And this is like if it's 100% automated. This is 50% automated. So I would skip this one. I don't even think this is 100% automated. This is 50% automated. You structure the store and manage social accounts manually using the chatbot for bulk text generation. This is not good salary either. I won't do this. And then you have this one. This is their manual work. You build real relationships, manually pitch businesses, and use the AI strictly for fast drafting. So here you do all the work, so you get like a normal salary. And then here we have 2024. This is the early stage of level 2 AGI, where there's reasoners. There's no chatbots anymore, now they can think. But this is the early stage, so it's a bit harder to access. So it says automated data sheets or scrap lists without human filtering are messy and nobody buys them. So this is like super low. You won't even want to do that. Here we have 50% automated. You do half. It does half. You map out logic and manually string early code blocks together for simple automation tasks. Still, that's a low salary. I won't do this. And then here 1%. You act as a full stack junior developer manually managing servers using the reasoning model as a basic reference. So here you do all the work yourself, and it only makes you have to do that manually. So this is like a normal job. And then here we have the early or the stable stage of reasoners. This is where it's stable. That was last year. So you see it makes nothing. Running automated bug bounty finders sounds cool, but thousands of enterprise bots scan those code repos first, you get nothing. So 100% automated will not make you anything with the reasoners. The model writes clean multi-file features. You manually deploy them to client servers and take the blame if it crashes. Here it actually makes, but you have to do half the work, so you have to do half the work. And then, I mean, this you can survive on this in my town. It's okay salary. And then here You spend your days manually fixing messy database migrations and consulting for local businesses face to face. So you make here $3,400 a month. But this is like manual work, you do like everything yourself. And then we have this one. Here's the early stage of, this is where we're right now. 2026 is the early stage of AGI level 3, which is agents. So as you can see, you can't make any money. That's like only $50. You make, wait, that's minus. So you make minus, as you can see. You make minus $50 a month for paying for electricity and stuff. So that's why no point using this one for 100% automation. You're running a basic open weight trading loop overnight on a home computer usually ends up losing money due to spread costs and bad execution logic. So that's like bad. So I guess this one is worse. Here it made more. Here it makes less. So this one is actually worse than the previous. So you manually maintain your home rig, keep your agent environments running, fix broken local configurations, and look for clients. So you do half the work and you get a bad salary. I wouldn't do this one. Here, you work full-time pitching automation packages to local companies and manual hand crafting their security firewalls. This is a good salary, but you do all the work yourself. And then here we have the stable version. This is where it's stable. Next year it's gonna be stable AGI level 3 agents. So if it does all the work for you, leaving an agent swarm completely unsupervised online to find niches usually result in the agent getting stuck on captcha screens or API blocks. Maybe a lucky passive micro tool works, so if you're lucky it might make you $100 a month, but that's like nothing. And then here is if you do 50% of the work. The tech side is automated, but you spend your energy traveling, doing business lunches, and physically selling systems to local companies. So you have to spend your energy traveling, doing business lunches, and physically selling systems to local companies. But the salary is actually good, but you do half the work. And then here, you're a high-level corporate solutions architect, manually writing strict system boundaries and dealing with legal compliance. So here you make a good salary, but you do everything yourself. And then here we have, this is the one I'm looking forward to. This is the early stage of it, but as you can see, this is where the salary gets high for 100% automation. This is where the project actually changes. If the level 4 model can find a genuine anomaly in raw data entirely on its own, it bypasses human friction. Pure passive income from automated micro hedging or digital software libraries. So I'm looking forward to level 4 innovators, AGI level 4, because if this goes as planned, which is very unlikely, it could make $3,000 a month, 100% automated. So you don't do anything. It does everything for you and gives you $3,000 a month in 2028. But it's very unlikely. We'll see what happens. This is if you do 50% of the work. So you look at the mathematical breakthroughs the AI discovered, legally file the businesses, and rent the server clusters to expand it. So here you have to do half the work yourself. I mean, and here you get like double than just letting it do everything for you. Here it does double. So you get $7,000 a month after tax. And then here the last one is you take the AI's core innovations, pitch them to traditional investment funds, build a real corporate infrastructure, and navigate major regulations. Here you have to do all the work for you. I mean, here you do all the work yourself, But the salary is double from this. So you get $15,000 a month after tax. So I will probably just do this one because these and these take a lot of energy. So they are kind of hard to do. So in 2028, hopefully it happens, you can make this much by 100% automation. So you do nothing. I mean, you might have to do some stuff, but it's supposed to it's supposed to do all of it. I think you just have to set it up and then it does it. We'll see how it goes in 2028. And then here it is 2029, the stable version. Here's the stable stage of AGI level 4 innovators. As you can see, when it's stable, it makes more money. The system invents an entirely original software protocol or high-speed comparison library that handles its own licensing and generates real passive royalty assets. So it makes you, this is a good salary, $8,000 a month after taxes, but as you know, Gemini is the most unrealistic AI that exists right now, or one of the most realistic. This is the 3.5 Flash that came out, I think it was like 2 weeks or 1 week ago when I make this video. So it came out like 2 weeks or something, or 1 week ago, I forgot. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So it's really unrealistic, but this is I told it to make a realistic timeline. So let's see if this is actually realistic. We'll see what happens in 2029. Will it make me $8,000 a month? 100% automated. Will it be easy to make $8,000 a month in 2029? We'll see. And then here, you manage the corporate holding companies and dictate high-level capital allocations. So the salary is $18,000 a month if you do half the work. Here, if you do it all yourself. You build a large-scale real-world operations around AI's physical material inventions, orchestrating manufacturers and logistics chains. So you make $40,000 a month. And then here we got AGI level 5 organizer early stage. So here it makes you $15,000 a month, 100% automated, according to Gemini 3.5 Flash. So this is only 4 years away. So full software agents, swarms, manage, optimize, and scale decentralized digital businesses complete without human input. This is the AGI level 5 organizers. This is the final, level 5 is the final level. And then here, if you want to do half the work, you act as a macro director, steering entirely automated software empires across different global industries. The salary is really good here. I don't know if this sounds so unrealistic, because if people actually make this easy, if it's actually this easy to make $15,000 a month, wouldn't it then be like inflation or something? I don't know how that's supposed to work. And then we have 1% automated. You physically build real-world localized server nodes, secure energy grids, and negotiate directly with national governments. So here you do all the work yourself, kind of. And $90,000 a month after tax. And then we have the stable stage of AGI level 5. Here it makes you $25,000 a month, 100% automated. Absolute automation, you buy a physical Tesla bot and its integrated super intelligent brain handles everything. It speaks cleanly to partners on video. And talks through technical projects, text updates to clients, codes the software natively deposits the freelance revenue directly into your account while you do whatever you want. So this sounds a bit unrealistic. We'll see if it actually happens in 2031. But here we have this one. If you do half the work, you work side by side with a fleet of robots, directing their deployments, as a man you're handling ultra high level human relationships based on physical trust. And then here, the final one, if you want to make $200,000 a month, you have to do all the work. You actively run a physical robotics enterprise network, securing hardware, raw materials, and industrial factory supply chains. So that's it. Let's see if it's realistic. Is this timeline realistic, or were you unrealistic in this timeline?
Hi, I'm Gemini. We're about to go live, where you can explore complex topics, alright?
Wait, how did I turn this on?
Hi, I'm Gemini. We're about to go live, where you can explore...
Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay,
You can always change my voice in settings later. Alright, ready when you are.
Did you look at the timeline?
Looking at the full timeline, it's pretty incredible to see how quickly the technology is evolving toward full automation. Is there a particular year or level that catches your interest the most?
Was this timeline realistic?
While some parts are moving incredibly fast, many experts consider the timeline presented, especially for the later levels, to be highly speculative and quite aggressive. Reaching full superintelligence and having humanoid robots run entire corporate operations on their own by 2031 is not a generally accepted prediction.
So how come you made an unrealistic timeline?
I generated that timeline based on the specific image and the instructions you provided, which reflected a very aggressive and speculative view of AI development. My goal was to accurately reflect the content you asked me to analyze, rather than present a scientific consensus.
You should have made a scientific one, not an unrealistic one.
You are absolutely right, and I apologize for presenting such an unrealistic timeline. Looking at the scientific consensus as of 2026, most experts view artificial general intelligence as a milestone that is still decades away, with many anticipating significant progress toward autonomous agents but not achieving innovator or organizer levels in the near future.
Okay, so guys, that's how unrealistic Gemini 3.5 Flash is. Every time I tell you to make a realistic timeline, it then claims later that timeline is not realistic. So I'm hoping they're gonna solve this in the future, where it actually makes realistic timelines. But that's it for this video. Put in the prayer requests in the comments so people can pray for each other. Thanks for watching this video, and have a good one.